The kind gesture of the church through her general overseer, Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere, may not be unconnected with seeming economic hardship currently witnessed in the country. A situation that has resulted to most parents not meeting up with their children's educational needs. The benevolence which hold at the beginning of every term has also made the pupils to be physically sound and mentally alert to their studies. The gesture was at the instance of Princess Chibuzo Chinyere, daughter of the church's general overseer, who witnessed the presentation ceremony. Proprietor of the school, Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere, explained that giving is part of the ministry's vision to reach out to the poor. Apostle Chinyere said the church does not only take care of members spiritually, but also their welfare, hence the establishment of the free school. He encouraged beneficiaries and their parents to make judicious use of the items in order to better their lots.
Yes, I found that that some of the children, because of their background, because they are children from less privilege, so their background, we found out that some of them look mean and they look malnourished. They don't look they look malnourished. So we decided to start this free lunch. So this free lunch, we have started it, but I found out that the lunch is afternoon. 1 o'clock in the morning. Many of them don't eat. Many of them eat breakfast before coming. Many of them they lunch, but they don't eat breakfast before coming to school. So there is a gap there. So I said, okay, let's give them breakfast so that when they come also they have their lunch. So that's why we started to give them a provision. And it's not a yearly thing, it's every time we give them these provisions. So they eat. And so they eat in the morning and in the afternoon they have their lunch in the school. Let me tell you this. You are a journalist, go and investigate. Most of the people that failed WAEC, is it WAEC or JAM? That's JAM. Most people that failed JAM is because they cannot operate computer. Not that they're not intelligent. There are many of them that are very intelligent. But because they cannot operate computer, so when they reach the system, it becomes like a strange thing. They fail. So that is why we started to get them computers. In Ohanko, the secondary school there, that is why many pupils have been failing, many students have been failing in that secondary school. Because there's no single computer. They don't even know what computer is. And that's why when they go to that, I use system to write, they fail. So that's why I provided a computer. And everything here is free. The books are free, sandals free, uniform free, books free, everything is free. Because look at this scenario. The offering belongs to God. When somebody comes to the church and you drop an offering, you are dropping it for God. You're not dropping it for pastor. I see no reason why a pastor will go and build a school. And put the school fees so expensive. And the people that contributed to the building of that school, their children cannot go to that school. It's a pure wickedness. A pastor, the business of a pastor is to win souls to heaven. Church is not the building, it's not the structure, it's not the activities. Church is the people inside the building. If the people inside the building are not saved, you are putting a useless structure. The structure you are putting, put 100 billion structure, it is useless. When the source, because when rapture happens, nobody raptures with the building. It is only the people inside the building that get raptured. So the main church is not the building. Church is the people inside the building. It is time for pastors to focus more on the people inside the building than the building itself. Focus on the people inside the building. Leave that selfishness, put it aside and concentrate on the people inside the building. God is happy with OPM while we are doing this things. And that is why you must not be a member of OPM to key into this vision. You must not be a member of OPM to key into this vision. If you are there, maybe your pastor concentrates more on having estates where he rents, doing business. Maybe you are paying your tithe in the wrong church. So what our advice is this: you can pay your tithe in OPM, connect to this great vision. You must not be a member of OPM to pay your tithe in OPM, or to bring your offering in OPM, or to sow your seed in OPM. You can be a member of your church and still sow your seed here, because God is happy with OPM. It is here. When you sow your seed, it is that seed that God will multiply, because you are sowing it in the right soil. Not where the pastor concentrates on building expensive school and putting school fees. Look at these people now. Joy, smile have been put on their face. Like now, you can see today we are giving them provisions, and it's something that happens every time. Okay, look at the food. Some people eating rice, some are eating eba, gari, and soup. You gotta see the soup. Beautiful soup. The rice rich with egg. You know, rice and beans with egg. That is where the offering are meant to be used for. To help the poor, to help the less privileged. Not for the pastor to accumulate wealth and wealth and wealth, doing investment, buying estates, making so much money. Where are you going with those monies? Where? My advice is this. Pastors, the offering in the church is not your money. The school. How did the missionaries come into this? Many of your pastors, you are watching me now. You benefited from missionary schools. If not missionary schools, you won't be able to go to school. Why not give back? Why not do free school? So that the same way you benefited, others can benefit. Instead of making all those money, what are you using those money for? What are you making those money for? Instead of building more schools, putting the schools very expensive, that the members, the poor members in that church, cannot go to that school. But advice is this: if you need to make money, why not build 2 schools? Build one which is for big men to go, then build the second one for the poor, so that everybody that cannot pay school fees goes to that free school. Then if you want to do business, if you're a businessman, want to do business, they can open another school where the rich can go if you must do business. But for OPM, our school is free, the standards free, books free, everything is free.
I thank God for making me a partaker of everything that is going on here, and I'm giving him 100% plus support to go ahead.
I'm so excited because our man of God is blessed.
No,
it's 1 in a million. Do you understand? And I pray this day that other pastors also emulate what he is doing. When they do that, it will go a long way in curbing off some evil that people are doing in this society. They are doing well. We are imparting a lot of knowledge on them, because all the teachers you see here are all graduates.
Okay, I want just one person to stand up and tell me your experience in this school.
My name is Elsa Clayton. I am a pupil of OPM Pre-Nursery and Primary School. I am in Basic 5. My experience in this school is that when I was in my former school, I don't know what to read and write. But when I came to the school, I can read, I can write, and I can also do other things I cannot do before. When I did not pay my school fees, they sent me back home. My dad didn't have any money to take care of me. So we wrote the exam and we entered into the school. And I'm very glad because the things I have learned here are very important. Thanks.
In Jesus' name. Father, I bless this food in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Cover this with the blood of Jesus. Father, all those members that are contributing are offering for this sustenance of this, bless them. Elijah coast in Jesus' name. Amen. So now this sauce, you pour it where?
No, it's for Gary.
Okay, so some people eat gari, some people eat rice.
Yes.
Okay, some people eat. Can I see the soup? Let me see the soup. Good thing. Okay, some people eat eba.
Yes, sir.
Why some people eat? So you ask them who do that? How do you?
No, the grown up, the primary school.
Okay, the primary school eat
the grown
eba.
up one, yes.
Why do this? Okay, we want to see how they eat it first. Meanwhile, there's something. Then let's give them the Dada, oh yeah.
Good job. Try to give it to her. Yes, good job.
What do you say?
Thank you.
One person take it out. Okay, take.
Just take. Give to her. Good job.
Good job. Come on, they clap now.
I actually
All right, take. Give her.
Good job. Good job.
help her.
Come and help her. Where is your other man? Where is the second man?
Bringing the milk.
Chibuzo, take.
Mind her, come and help her.
She can carry it too.
Oh, she can carry it. She can carry it.
Give her. Take. Move down. So how you enjoy your food?
I enjoy it. So much.
Yes. So, enjoy your food, eh? God bless you. I love you too. I love you too. Bye-bye.
In God's name. Father God, provide for us. And that they have given us good gift. Father God, provide for him. God will give him good health and good life. God will give him money. God will give him job. God will give him money. God will give him peace. In the name of Jesus. Amen. For his family. God shall bless his family. In the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen. Amen. Who knows how to pray among you? Okay. I pray. One more person prayer.
One boy. A boy should pray.
Amen.
In the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
Father, we cover this person that bless you. Father, bless in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
Father, reward in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. That you shall live in the mighty name of Jesus. Father, everybody in this room will be blessed in the
Amen. God bless you all. Amen.
In the African tradition, a man and a woman is said to be married when the man has fulfilled all the traditional marriage rites of the woman. Society takes it further by demanding a church, Muslim, or court wedding. It is only then that the couple is considered legally justified to live together as man and wife. Conscious of this society norm and the financial challenges that can hinder these initiatives, and above all, the spiritual implications of your fulfilling the official taking over of a woman from her father, which gives the devil a legal ground to hinder the person. The General Overseer, Omega Power Ministries, OPM Worldwide, Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere, heeding an instruction from the Lord, organized a mass wedding for 140 couples. This is a sharp deviation from the normal mass weddings organized by churches. Besides the number of couples involved, which is the largest so far, the ceremony was solely for the ratification of marital rights for couples who were already cohabiting. The church released money for the men to go and satisfy the full bridal demands of their partners, and that was to be done immediately. Thereafter, he invited the couples to church to collect a brand new wedding suit and wedding gowns purchased by the church for all the 140 couples.
Okay, this is good.
Having distributed wedding gowns, suits, shirts, ties, shoes, and other accessories, the man of God set a date, Saturday, 20th of February 2016, for the exchange of marital vows and wedding rings for the 140 couples, in a reception to be fully sponsored by the church. The desire was to break the legal ground the devil had to attack the family, restore the dignity of the couple, and uphold their spiritual standing and societal status. The OPM Church Auditorium was filled to capacity with OPM faithfuls, friends, and families of the wedding couples, whose age ranged from late 30s to early 70s and have lived together for as much as 43 years without legalizing their union. Expectedly, the couples danced excitedly as they prepared to take their marriage vows. In his sermon, the Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere says, cohabiting without performing the rites is against the laws of God, and it is fornication, which gives the devil a legal ground to hinder the blessings of God's children and can lead to generational bondage. He said Jesus Christ came to right the wrongs, and today OPM stands in the gap to restore foundations for enhanced blessings. He said the cost of bankrolling the marriage rights came from the offerings of the people.
Last Sunday, I was just preaching, unplanned for, unarranged. And the Lord said to me, this is the time. And amen. And I said, if you are here, you have been living together, and you have not married the woman or the man you're married, you have not paid the bride price, come out. And so many people came out. And I say, yes. Solution number one, I cannot tell them to live apart, because the devil will creep in. Some of them have children, they have this. So how do we repair this foundation? Because God can repair any damage. Amen. The gospel is not only in preaching, but in words, in works. What is the offering for? Is the offering for pastor to buy plane? How do you assist? So I told him, now, ma'am, I'm going to release money. Go and pay the bride price. Amen. I didn't stop there. I said, okay. All of everyone wedding suit. We went and bought all our foreign wedding suits. Bought wedding suits, all of them. Wedding gown. Bought all of them. All the wedding gowns. Even the shirt and the red tie paid for from the offering. Then the wedding certificate, I released money, paid for the wedding certificate. They're not paying for the wedding certificate. Then wedding go end. You will eat, drink, and celebrate. Paid for. Or that is what the offering is meant to be used for. Amen. What this thing costs so much money. Let me tell you this. What we did cost so much money. Because remember, we are building Dr. Justice. So we need money to build Dr. Justice. But let me tell you this. Come, sister, come. You see the soul of this girl is better than a whole building in Dr. Jesus. That is why the Bible says, when a single soul gives his life to Christ, there is jubilation in heaven. You cannot carry that building to heaven, but you can carry this soul to heaven. Go. We'll do this one first, because these souls, it is better for these souls to make heaven and they walk in Dr. Justice delay than for these souls to go to hellfire and we build Dr. Jesus thing. Because on the last day, God will not ask you about church building. God will ask you about the souls inside the building. The problem we have, so many pastors are so concentrated about church building, beautifying, air condition, when the souls inside the building are perishing, and you are saying you're a pastor, you are a failure. Church is not the building. Church is the people inside the building. If the people you are leading are going to hellfire and you have a beautiful building, you are a failure. I repeat, you're a pastor, you have a beautiful building, but those worshiping inside the building are going to hellfire. You are a failure. Church is not the building. Church is the people inside the building. It is a job. It is not the job of a pastor to do business. The job of a pastor is to lead people to heaven. And this is what we are doing. As we wed them now, all the legal grounds the devil has used again have been nullified. And you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed how doors now will open for them. Doors. Because the devil can no longer block the blessing. The devil can no longer block the blessing. Cannot say, God, don't bless these people. Look at this. Some of these people, their children, if this thing is not done now, their children will also suffer the same thing.
The blessing of the rings and the exchange of marital vows was done in batches, as all the couples couldn't come out at once.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. Fire.
Thereafter, the couples were invited to collect their marriage certificates, which they had signed prior to distribution because of the number of couples involved in the wedding ceremony.
Yes, so congratulations. This is your wedding. God bless you. Congratulations. Today, this is your certificate. God bless you. Clap for Dr. Jesus.
Some of the couples testified to the relief the sponsorship of the wedding has brought to them, indicating the belief that they have been given a fresh start, saying how much they have tried unsuccessfully to perform the marriage rites.
How long ago did you stay together?
43 years.
43 years. And God has blessed you to have many children?
7 children.
7 children. Clap for Dr. Jesus. How many years have you been living together?
Apart from the Balakona one, about 20 years.
And no woman married my family. It's only the men, but anything woman, no marriage. I happen to be the first to make this government.
So we promised them that in 3 months we will come. But that 3 months has never been actualized till now. Immediately we collected that list, I saw my business dropping. I thought it was just maybe slow business. I saw myself dropping. In fact, I was among the first that started pure water in Nigeria. Those who live in Lagos who knows pick pure water, I can pick pure water. Yes, I was among the first. I had a lot of money. But from that moment, it started dropping. But we never knew it was the cause. And every time we visit, see something, it has never been better. We keep dropping. At the time, we left Lagos, relocated to Abuja. We never knew it was still the problem, and we never traced it to our place. When we tried again, when we come, we just mention, let's do this. That's the edge.
Oh, when you come, after you say, let me go and pray.
That is the end.
How long have you been living together?
20 years.
20 years. So, how are you feeling now?
I'm very, very happy for God for letting me through you. Because sometimes when I plan to go do something on my head,
anytime you plan to do something, what happens? Money will not come. See, because the devil does not want, the devil knows that money is restored, and it don't hope.
The wedding party marched into the reception venue, which also held within the church premises, for a fully prepared refreshment, which included well-designed cakes, food, wines, soft drinks, and all sponsored by the church. The couples were called to cut the cakes in pairs.
Tambira Jehovah, Tambira, Tambira Jehovah, Tambira Jehovah, Tambira Jehovah, Tambira Jehovah, oh,
We spoke with some of the couples.
Well, thank God for everything that He have done, because it is the Lord doing. If not, we located OPM, all this could have not happened, because when we started our journey, it was tough. Anytime we talk about marriage, to go and do something for our head, it cannot move well. Everything will crumble, not even something to eat itself. We will not see anything to eat. But thank God as we located OPM, and OPM has delivered all from those yokes. So we are now, the OPN are now breaking the yoke in our families.
And I want to thank God so much for today, because God has used our daddy in the Lord to break the yoke in my life. And I happen to be the first woman in my father's house to wear a wedding gown, in fact to be wedded. So I am very happy, and I give God all the glory for today.
Our daddy in the Lord gave us cash, distributed cash for us to go and pay for our wife bride price. In addition to that, all we are wearing, he provided it, and our wedding certificate. In fact, everything is free. This is my birthday, because it seems everything in us died, but we are resurrected today. I feel so happy. This journey is a journey of 20 years ago, accomplished today, so I am so happy. It's the greatest moment of my life.
My wedding.
How you feel about what happened today?
Very fine. Very
How long you and mommy don't live together?
almost 43 years.
Mommy.
My dear.
How you feel today?
Fine, no. I feel happy.
Describe and tell us how you get happy.
Okay, I'm happy well because OPM they put smile for people's mouth. They don't put smile for my mouth.
You and daddy don't live together for 43 years.
Yes, so.
What your OPM do? Now you just do party for now. You didn't give money for bride price.
Everything. He give money for bride price. He give cloth and everything. In short, now do everything. Nothing I will get.
Practical Christianity is meeting the needs of the needy and leading them to God, the source of their help. Congratulations.
Exodus 29, verse 45 to 46. And I will dwell among the children of Israel, and will be their God.
God is here in totality.
God is here.
God is truly here.
God is indeed here.
Psalm 68, verse 16. This is the hill which God desireth to dwell in. Yea, the Lord will dwell in it forever.
Dr. Jesus in action.
God is here. God is here. God is here.
Him standing by the door with fire in his eyes, and he